today we are going to learn the difference between RAM and ROM. First we are going to learn the difference between ROM and RAM. This also we discussed something in the last class. Okay, what are the features of ROM or read-only memory? The stored information can only be read but nothing can be written on it. That means it is read only, you cannot write into that memory. The next one, the data and instruction remain in the memory even when the computer is off. Even if you switch off the computer, the data in ROM will not be lost. Okay, then third one, it is also known as permanent memory. So it is also known as permanent memory. Then what is random access memory? The data or instructions can be read as well as written on it. That means it is read-write memory. You can read and you can write to that memory, RAM, random access memory. On the other hand, ROM is read only. You cannot write on to that. The next one, RAM. The data and instructions remain in the memory as long as the computer is on. That means if you want to maintain the data and instructions in RAM, we need to give power supply continuously. If you turn off your computer, what is in RAM will be lost. On the other hand, ROM is permanent, no need of power backup. The last one, it is also known as temporary memory. RAM is also known as temporary because at the time of working only, that memory will contain some data or instructions. So when you turn off, that data and instruction will be lost from that memory. That is why it is called temporary memory or working memory. So these are the main difference between ROM and RAM. Okay. Okay. The next question is, we want to learn about how data or instructions are stored in a computer memory. So all of you know computer is a machine. Computer is a machine. The computer work on electricity or power. There is no ABCD or there is no number inside the computer, only voltage. Either voltage, yes or no voltage. Two conditions are there, that is on. All are small switches, just like switches of your fan or light. When you switch on, the light will be on. When you switch off, the light will be off. Similarly, inside your memory is also like that. Instead of light or bulb, a charge is kept inside the memory. Voltage is stored inside a memory. So how many storage locations are there? That means voltage can be stored for a particular time. So that is happening inside a computer memory. So computer is a machine. Whatever we feed into the computer gets converted into machine understandable code. It will be converted to machine understandable code, that is some voltages. No other thing computer understands. So it can understand only two stages, on and off. Either voltage is there or power is there or no power. If power is there, that we call it as on stage, on state. If no power, that means off. So two stages are there, two state. So one is, that is on, is represented by 1. So it is difficult to say on or off. So for easily understanding, on is represented by digit 1 and off is represented by 0. This 1 and 0, yes, you move to an area where range is high, your network problem may be there. Move to an area where your telephone network is high. Okay, look onto the range. Okay, that means on stage we are representing by 1, off stage we are representing by 0. Then all the data and information is stored in the computer in the form of bits. Bit is the short form of binary digit. Binary means 2. This number system is having only two numbers, 0 and 1. the number system you are studying as part of mathematics is having 10 digits, 0 to 9, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that is why it is called a decimal. Deca means 10, decimal number system. In computer, to represent data, we are using binary number system. This number system has only 2 digits, 1 and 0. Using this 1 and 0, you can represent any number. Okay. So all the data and information is stored in the computer in the form of bits, on or off. Either it will be on stage or off stage, and measured in bytes. The memory is measured in byte. That is the measuring unit of memory. Just like you are measuring weight in kilogram, grams, distance in meter, kilometer or centimeter, then volume in liters or kiloliters, like that. Memory has also a measuring unit. So that we will learn in the coming section. So minimum is bit, that is one on or off stage. That is the minimum memory in a computer. Then group of 8 on or off stage, that means 8 bit. We call it as byte. So here in this picture you can see this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 individual bits are here. 8 individual bits are here. When we arrange it in a group, here it is arranged in a group, sequential order. One by one it is arranged one by one in a sequential order. So that is called a byte. A group of 8 bit, we call it as byte. Page number I can see 6, page number 6. Page number 6 you can see that picture. How? What? This that is some difference. Difference is there. Anyway, that content is in your textbook. Original content I will show you. Original content is here. Okay, this I made for easily understanding the thing. This is your original textbook. Okay, I added something with your content. Okay, that is it. So a group of 8 bit is known as bytes. Okay, now we can see how a letter A is representing in your computer memory. A letter, alphabet A or any number is storing in your computer memory. This is not in your textbook, don't bother about it. This is for clear understanding. Okay, this is additional I am telling. So here if you are storing a letter in computer A, alphabet capital letter A in computer memory, inside the computer memory I told you so many bits are there. This is bit 0, bit 1, bit 2, bit 3, bit 4, bit 5, bit 6, bit 7. Okay, 8 bits are there, 0 to 7. 8 bits are needed to store a single character inside your computer memory. Okay, this A has to be converted to on and off. So many switches are there, storages are there, that has to be converted on and off. For that, inside the computer, this A is represented by number 65. This is an ASCII code that is using for representing all the characters on the keyboard. Okay, ASCII code or ASCII number of A is 65. So inside the computer, instead of A, 65 will be storing. How it will be storing? Here you can see, it will take 8 bits. Then each bit has a value inside your memory. It is an assumed value. Bit 0 will be 1, bit 1 will be 2, bit 2 will be 4. That is, it will double. 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, like that. This way it will assume a value is there. After that it will check the number. Here 65. To get the 65, which are the bit you need to add? For example, the 64 and 1 you need to add to get 65. So this 2 bit it will make on. 64 will be making on, 1 also will be making on. All other switches will be off. Now inside the computer this value is set. 64 plus 1, 65 is set. Okay, this is how the data is storing inside your computer. Numbers also is storing like that. Suppose you are storing a number, this 8-bit can store numbers from 0 to 255. If you add all these numbers, you will get 255. You can make any number between 0 and 255 using these numbers, 8 numbers. Combination of 8 numbers, you can make any number between 0 and 255. Okay, this way data is stored inside your computer memory. Okay, inside it is going on like that, but on the screen you will see only 65 or a number. First chapter. Okay, this is not inside your chapter. Okay, this is just I am explaining to understand what is memory. Okay. So after that you read the textbook, then it will be more clear for you. So using 1 byte, we can represent a number 0 to 255. That means 1 byte means group of 8 bit. Bit will be starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this group of 8 bit is called 1 byte. A 1 byte can store number 0 to 255. Okay, or any alphabet or any character on your keyboard. So this is how data is stored inside your computer memory. Okay, is it clear? So that picture is in your textbook. You can see this picture in your textbook. I will just go through the textbook content. Bytes can be combined to form even more complex units of information. Complex means it can be made into a group of 8-bit or 16-bit or 32-bit. Like that, it can be simple or complex. Examples of this unit are kilobytes. Kilobyte means 1024 byte. Normally kilo will be 1000, but in computer 1000 means 1024, because computer memory will be going in multiplication of 2. In a single bit you can store 2 values. In 2 bit you can store 4 values. Like that, it will be going multiplication of 2. That is why 1 kilobyte is 1024. Unlike other kiloliter or kilogram or kilometer, all are 1000, but in computer it is 1024. The reason is that it is multiplied by 2. So up to 100 it cannot limit. It will automatically reach 1024. That is why it is treated as 1 kilobyte. Then 1 megabyte. Megabyte is 1024 into 1024 kilobyte, or 1024 kilobyte is known as 1 megabyte. That we will discuss in the coming section. Okay, and gigabyte. 1024 byte is 1 kilobyte, 1024 kilobyte is 1 megabyte, and 1024 megabyte is 1 gigabyte. 1024 gigabyte is 1 terabyte. That is going on like that. Okay, now even though we have not discussed memory yet, it is important to know that the terms megabyte and gigabyte are used when referring to a computer's memory. And the number of megabytes or gigabytes reflects the amount of electronic storing places available for the instruction or data. Now you know memory is a storage location. This is 1 bit. 1 bit can store maximum 2 on or off. Then 2 bit can store 4. Okay. Then 3 bits can 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 512. Like that we will be multiplying by 2. Okay, now this is measuring unit of memory. Here you can see measuring unit of memory, 8 bits. That means 8 single on-off stage. We call it as 1 byte. This 1 byte is equal to 8 on or off stage. Then next unit is kilobytes or KB, short form is KB, that is 1024 bytes. 1 byte into 1024 is known as 1 kilobyte. Then next is megabyte or MB. MB is the 1024 kilobyte. 1 kilobyte into 1024 is 1 megabyte. The next is gigabyte or GB, that is 1024 MB or megabyte. The next higher unit is terabyte or TB. 1024 GB is 1 TB. Okay, now when we are discussing about your pen drive or memory card in your mobile phone, we will be saying 1 GB, 2 GB, like that. Okay, now you got what is 1 GB. 1 GB means 1024 MB. If you want to get it in byte, you have to multiply this 1024 into 1024 into 1024. That much byte is 1 GB. So clear? If memory capacity is getting higher and higher, this order will be in this way. If we are discussing about low capacity memory, then we will say 1 KB. 1 KB, 1 letter. If you say 1 letter file in your mobile phone, it may be less than 100 KB, maybe 20 KB, like that. Size is small, that means that much memory only that letter is using in your mobile or computer. Then 1 MB. If you take a photograph in your mobile phone, it will be 1 to 10 MB. Some mobile phone will be 10 MB or 15 MB, and some mobile phone you can take in 1 MB. That means that much memory only that photo is occupying in your mobile phone or in your computer. Okay. Then higher memory, 1 GB. So 1 GB, if you are storing a DVD film in your mobile phone, it will be 1 GB, more than 1 GB, 2 GB, like that. So that means that is more, using more memory in your device, computer or mobile. Then TB, terabyte. You cannot store a file having a terabyte in your mobile phone because it has no capacity of TB. 1024 GB is 1 TB. But in computer, latest computers are, yes, any doubt?
In computer,
in computer and mobile phone, this measuring unit is same. But in computer, latest computers are coming with 1 TB hard disk, 1 terabyte hard disk or 2 terabyte hard disk, 2 TB hard disk. Latest computers are, yes.
So that how devices decide that your photo can be
In that application settings will be the, which application you are taking, camera application. In that settings, you can adjust the size of your photograph. Whether you want 4 MB or 10 MB or 20 MB, that depends upon that application software. Okay. Normally, latest mobile phone will be 10 to 20 MB size it will be taking. Old camera it will be taking 1 or 4 MB. Okay, latest mobile phone settings are the, in that application. You can go to settings, then one gear wheel icon you can see. Gear wheel icon you can see. Similarly, in computer also, whatever application you are using, settings are the. So in that application, you can change the settings if it is provided in that application. Okay. Yes. Any other doubt? Yes. That I am going to coming to that point. So terabyte is enough for us, for a house work or an office work. TB or terabyte memory is enough. But for big companies, this 1 TB is not enough. So they will go for higher capacity storage. Such companies, big companies, need to store lot of data. So they will go for this high capacity storage. Actually, one PB will be so many storage devices connected parallelly or continuously. Okay, it may not be one storage device. So many storage devices connected together will becoming a petabyte. Okay. Just like you are taking so many notebook. Okay, one notebook you can write up to 100 page only. That is not enough for all subject. When you are coming to school, you are taking separate notebook for separate book subjects. Isn't it? Similarly, big companies will be using separate storage for separate functions, and all these functions together they will call the storage. In such case, it will be petabyte. Okay, consider your old notebook. So that is not needed at all the time. Okay, one notebook only you will take in a class, one or two notebook. Okay, so you can compare like that. So this TB is just like a notebook for a big company. So how many TB size storage will be the connected together to become a big storage, that is petabyte. Okay, 1024 terabyte is petabyte. Then exabyte. Exabyte is a large storage capacity, just like Google or Facebook. They need a large storage capacity, because all over the world you are saving in Google. Yes or no? When you are uploading files, it is going to Google's server, Google's computer. When you are taking YouTube videos, that is coming from Google. All over the world, people are storing into Google's computer. That uploading is going to Google computer. So they need more storage. So in that case, this PB is not enough. They will be using exabyte. Storage will be measured in exabyte. That is 1024 petabyte is exabyte. The next unit is zettabyte. That is 1024 zettabyte. Nowadays, the zettabyte is not needed for any of the company in the world. But in future, all file will be in big sizes. Okay, sometime one photo will be having 100 MB size, like that. Very good quality pictures you will get. That time, this size will not be sufficient. So they will increase the size. Okay, when olden time, this much of size is not available in the market. Only 1 or 2 MB size were available in the market several years back. After that, so many improvements were coming in the computer field, so that memory also increasing. Okay, when you buy a mobile phone now, it will be 32 GB or 64 GB or 128 GB of memory. But 10 years back, this will be only 360 MB like that. Okay, after 5 years, your mobile phone also will be having 1 TB or 2 TB of storage. So that much fast is the reforms in the computer field. Changes are happening that much very fast. After 6 months, all your newly purchased devices will become outdated. Okay, then after zettabyte comes yottabyte. That is 1024 zettabyte. So these are the measuring units of memory mentioning in your textbook. Nowadays, up to exabyte will be using when we are talking about computer memory, because now companies are using more memory than exabyte. Even Google is using only 4 or 5 exabyte, 4 to 6 exabyte. Okay, anyway, memory units are there. After yottabyte, again memory units are there. That is not explaining in your textbook. After 5 or 10 years, sometime that server will be becoming bigger and bigger. Storage will be becoming big size. That time, yes? Google is now having exabyte. Exabyte. That we cannot predict. That means technology is doubling in 6 months. in 6 months technology will double. Okay, that means after 6 months when you buy a new device, it will not be a new, it will be outdated. People will not want that after 6 months. That much fast is the technology world. Okay, now that you can see Google holds somewhere around 10 to 15 exabytes of data. Only this 10 to 15 exabyte. Okay, 1024 exabyte is 1 zettabyte. Imagine now only 15 exabyte is used by Google server. Google server is the biggest server in the world, biggest computer storage in the world. Okay, that company is also using only this much storage. Now you can imagine what will be the size of other measuring units. Okay, after zottabyte, brontobyte is there, geobyte is there, so that is not in your textbook. Okay, now, yes. Graphics is internal memory, not external memory. Graphics also will be deciding. Now only 1 GB, 2 GB graphics are coming. After a few years it will be outdated. Few years back that is 128 256 MB like that graphics were available, but nowadays that is not available. Nowadays 2 GB graphics in computer it is available, but in mobile phone it is a GPU that is built in with the motherboard, so that mobile manufacturers will decide. Okay, that technology is different. Mobile and computer technology is different. That is why. Yes. After so many years, sometimes they will need yottabyte, because now grid technology is in development. Grid technology is a new technology. Yes, definitely it will be needed if the technology is going on like that. So after few years, instead of now we are using internet. So internet, what is the speed of internet? You will be able to download 100 Mbps or 20 Mbps. In mobile phone you will be downloading 4 Mbps or 10 Mbps. But grid technology will be downloading for 5 or 6 GB in second. So imagine how much data you will download in 1 or 2 minutes. So that time this may be needed. This type of this huge memory may be needed when we are using grid. So that is in the development stage. When you are becoming after some years, sometime you may see these technologies. Okay. Have you any other doubt? So these are the things explaining in our first chapter, computer memory, and how memory is allocated, that is how data is stored in your memory, and measuring units of memory. Okay. Have you any doubt? Any doubts? Okay, this no need to go in detail. You just read the textbook. Outside the textbook, so many things I explained. No need to bother about that. That I explained just to understand what is in your textbook. Okay, you read the textbook, and if you have any doubt, you can clear it.